I'm guilty as anybody, right? Like I probably validated my kids' athletic performances more than I did their band performances or their grades or anything else. But at the end of the day, it is not just about achievement. Like I believe in achievement. I love working with achievers. But I ultimately think these young people are in such a difficult place today where the world is telling them what's important, and we have to get them to kind of take a real look at who they are and what they're on the planet for, and then help them chart out a path. And I
Mhm.
hope that path includes athletics if that's what they love. But at the end of the day, we, as you say, we're not just trying to train them to be great athletes. We're trying to make them become the best versions of themselves. And that means you've got to kind of look beyond just how you did in the baseball game today, you know?
Yeah, dude, we couldn't have wrapped it up any better with that, dude. I think when athletes and we can help them separate the who and the do, who they are and
Mm,
what they do, and not put all their self-worth to how they perform on the field, well, then they have way more to give to all aspects of life, and they can be present in all aspects of life. And like you said, then they're going to perform better when they do that. So we don't want all our self-worth to be tied to who we are, and that's why earlier, I don't know if you were on yet, the biggest exercise for players, whether they're in youth ball or big leagues, man, is called major league identities. We create an identity and the values they embody and the behaviors they engage in on the field and then an identity off the field. And then
mm,
let's just live in integrity with those, depending if I'm on the field or off the field. So, like a bad game, we don't translate it. We change our clothes, we change our identities. That's something like a
yeah,
big mantra of the program. I'm going to change
love
my
it.
clothes from my street clothes to my uniform. I'm going from the best version of me as a person to the best version of me as an athlete. When the game's
Absolutely.
over, I'm going to learn and turn. I'm going to shower well, good or bad, shower it away, learn from it, reflect real quick, post-game journaling. Then I'm going to change my clothes from my uniform to my street clothes. Now it's the best version of me as a human being for myself
Mm,
and for others. Like, man, we could talk about this for days, and I'm glad you brought it
mm,
up because it's everything. And players don't realize it, but once they truly buy into it, then they
yeah.
realize how their performance skyrockets on the field and they just enjoy life more. There's not as much
Amen.
pressure or stress or anxiety because they have a sense of self. They know who
That's
they
right.
are.